The Nigerian Senate has suspended plenary for 1 month to enable its Committee on Appropriation work on the general principles of the 2022 budget of 16.39 trillion naira. President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, made the declaration on Wednesday after the 2022 appropriation bill was read, debated and passed second reading. Lawan, who noted that the plenary will resume on November 9th, said the 4-week period will allow ministries, departments and agencies defend their budget performance and projections before the Appropriation Committee, headed by Senator Jibrin Barau. He stressed the need for Parliament to intensify oversight on MDAs to ensure government funds are applied for projects originally earmarked for.
Committees will start the budget defense from Monday next week. Of course, we are going to suspend plenary from today. And like we did before, our committees, we must remain very critical of the proposals presented to us by the executive arm of government. We must ensure equity in the distribution of projects. We must ensure economy in the application of funds. We must question any possible overpricing of items. And we should be able to, at the end of the day, have a budget that covers the interest of all the communities that we have in this country.
While most of the lawmakers in their contributions faulted the projection of the budget, especially having to borrow to fund it, others commended the executive for its plan on economic growth and sustainability.
How do we borrow everything that we earn? Because the economic team of Mr. President has said that we are borrowing 97.7% of what we earn. That means that it leaves us with just 2% for every other thing, which now means that we have to contribute borrowing even to fund ourselves. So we must have to think through this borrowing spree.
It's important that we are all conscious of the fact that those who will implement this budget would want to assume, as it had happened in the past, that members of the National Assembly who are supposed to be in charge of oversight will be too busy, or at some point will be so lame duck as to be able to do a thorough supervision. Our system of budgetary has not actually been able to address our increasing challenges. Mr. President, it means that if we keep doing the same old budgets, the same old ways, we shall keep getting the same old results.
I think it is important. All disbursement from service-wide votes must be declared so that we know exactly what we are borrowing is properly being used, for the purpose, which is meeting with shortfalls in capital expenditure.
After the debate, the Senate President assured that the 2022 budget will be passed before the end of the year. The 2022 budget assumptions and targets underlying them covers capital expenditure, overhead costs, statutory transfers, personnel costs and pensions, oil price and production exchange rate, oil and non-oil revenue, and the resultant deficit of 6.258 trillion naira, which will be financed by new borrowings of 5.012 trillion naira. The proposed budget was presented to a joint session of the National Assembly by President Muhammadu Buhari last week. Benga Deshuyi, reporting for 24 News TV, Abuja.